Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is AhTravesty playing some Neverwinter Nights 2 with the Aftershock mod. Alright, we just got done finishing up everything here on the island. We did find our sister. She's apparently a vampire. So her and her friends are going to stay here and watch over this island and take care of things. So in the meantime, I guess we're ready to get out of here. So we're back over here by the post here to continue on. So let's go see what's going to happen here. So, who's going to be my first mate? I'd recommend Garth. He's a scurvy old sea dog. That's really not fair, Marissa. Yes, we will have none of that sort of behavior on my boat, and for that you are now reduced to swabby. What's a swabby? I think it means you get to mop the decks a lot. When you are feeling sick, it can sometimes be very difficult to reach the side when the boat is rocking. Damn. That is just so true, Garth. What? Don't worry, I'm a better sailor than a trader. It'll be a smoother journey, so you won't always be mopping. Do we even have a mop? Not for long we don't. On your hands and knees with a rag is just as good, Swabby. It won't be a problem. I used to like you, Zara. That's Captain Zara to you, Swabby. Jeez, man. Aye, that it is, and I think you'll make fine first mate, Rodon. Welcome aboard. Are you taking us back to the beach we started at? I'd rather not. Could we go to my old village, please? It's just that, well, maybe some of it's all right. Maybe some people survived. No problem, but it's further away from the mountains. I think it's nearer as the crow flies. What do you mean? Is this a sailor thing about crows? I know you have crows' nests on ships. It just means a straight line. Interesting. So crows are famous for flying straight, are they? I suppose they must be. Are we all ready to leave? I don't see why not. Then climb aboard, me hearties. Captain Zara's at the helm, and may we have fair winds and calm seas. Calm seas would be good. You're enjoying this, aren't you, Zara? Yes, it is part of me that likes the old days. I might even try to get us some fish on the way. I'm going to hide this boat. It's mine now. How do you hide a boat? You'll see. I know the coast. All aboard it is, then. Come on. The cliffs. Alright, let's take a look at a map. We're here and to the fishing village. I guess we're going that way. Good to see my crew hasn't gone mutinous and deserted me. I've tied her up and she'll be fine. No one will find her now. I hope so. It's certainly out of the way in there. We weren't supposed to go in there when we were little because of the sea hags. There's sea hags in there? No, of course not, but it is dangerous because of the tides, so that's what children are told. You go messing about in there, forget the time, and pretty soon you haven't got a path to walk back on. I take it this warning didn't scare you. No, me and my friend Andrea always used to come here. It was only us that ever did. It was our secret camp, so now she can guard my boat. I'm going to call it Andrea, too. One day I'll take it out of the water, paint it all up, and rename it properly in a ceremony. It's bad luck otherwise. How long have you had all this worked out? I've been thinking about a tribute since I saw her body in the Baron's dungeon. She died there. Oh, I'm sorry about that. Little Zara, you should have spoken to me about it, and I would have buried her properly and performed her last rites. I would have been happy to do so. Well, not happy, of course. Sorry. Don't worry, Garth. I know what you meant, and thank you, but I was too sad to speak about it, and not ready for a funeral. If that Jake hadn't taken me away, maybe. There's no maybe, and don't think about it. There was nothing you could do about it. One day you will sail with me again to the island, and we will bury all of the bodies together and make a headstone. Maybe it is better that way, as doing only one is not fair on the other's spirits. I'll be your swabby. We'll need a first mate, though. No problem, sign me up. So, Garth, back on the water again. That is truly noble of you. Although, speaking as a grateful swabby, you weren't too bad this time.
Zara was right. She is a better sailor than the traitor was.
Or you could be starting to grow some sea legs. Are your feet getting webbed yet?
I am not a lizard man, Marissa. I do not know what sea legs means.
Before these two start checking each other for gills, how far is it to your village, Zara? Not far. Just along the cliffs a bit, and the tides go out, so we'll be fine. When you went back to your village, how did you feel? Nervous and hopeful at the same time. I think I'm just the nervous part. Unlike you, I saw what happened during the attack. But I have to see it for myself, as you never know. Some people might have survived. Well, let's hope our optimism is rewarded. Come on. Alright, well, there must be a big-ass cave over here that they put that ship in. I guess that's it right there, huh? Yep, they got it hidden in there. Alright, let's go. I don't see anything else on this beach. So let's get out of here to the fishing village. Alright. Yep, this place is burned down too, it looks like. We're down here in the southwest corner. Up here we have the big house. And over here is towards the mountains. Alright. Oh, there's somebody right there. Jonas. Let's go talk to that guy, I guess. Well, that's what's left of my old home. Just up on the left, closest to the sea. Andrea was the one just behind it. Do you want to go and have a look around? No, I don't think I can at the moment. Maybe later. A lot later. About a year.
There are some boats here, and so that is a good sign.
Is your boat there? No, it got burnt. We tried to get in it and escape, but the tide was out, and we didn't have time to push it clear of the sand. That's where it all went wrong. It's all right, Zara. We get the idea. We all come from beautiful places, and we're lucky. Lucky to have known and lived there before, and lucky to have survived. Some more lucky than others. Of all the people to be out fishing that night, trusted to be bloody Jonas and Freddy. I can hear them from here.
Are they friends of yours?
No, they're not really friends of anyone. They're just annoying. It also looks like the big house got away with it.
Who owned it? Do you think they had something to do with what happened?
No chance. We all sort of owned it. It was where the grown-ups would meet to discuss village matters or store nets and supplies. I guess it was empty and got left alone. We should have hidden in there. I ran into a sword and watched it go in whilst thinking, fuck, what just happened? I can still remember it and feel it, but now I wonder if I actually did the right thing. If you had hidden in there, you could have been burnt alive.
I know I was right now to stay outside and fight. I doubted it before, but we are still alive, whatever we did, and that's what matters.
Yes, you admit I'm alive.
Oh, maybe I was talking to Zara.
That was pretty close, and it was a good try, Marissa. Talking of being alive, I think it's time you went Tamlonian, just to be on the safe side. Good idea, I'm on it. You know about Tamlonians, don't you, Zara? Those strange people from far-off lands of ice and snow? Sometimes they venture out on adventures and to help other lands in trouble. I see, and we are indeed lucky to have met one of these very unusual Tamlonians on our travels, aren't we? Yes, my dear, you are. Tamlonians are extremely rare, and not many people have ever seen one.
Probably just as well. It would be strange if there was a Tamlonia, wouldn't it?
There is now. Let's go and see how the idiots survived. They might know of others that did. Fair enough, but don't I do the come on part?
Yes, but I think maybe the rules change in your home village. You and I will have to toss a coin for rights next time we visit Willowdale.
Are you promoting gambling, Paladin? Oh, come on. Excuse me, Rodan. Village rules, I think.
I'm sorry, I forgot.
No problem. You are forgiven. Come on. Mm-hmm. Alright, so, okay, now, yeah, there's Freddy over there with Jonas. I guess we're gonna go talk to these guys first. Alright, yeah, that's the big house. There's a soldier up there. A bench. Oh, there's somebody else over here, somebody named Hans. Alright, let's talk to Jonas first.
Well, I never did. If it isn't little Zara, and it looks like she's found herself some new friends. One's an orc. Half-orc. Leave it, Rodan. It's nothing.
You're right, he is. Hello, Jonas. I guess you were at sea when all this happened. Typical.
A few of us were. We saw the smoke when we were coming back in the morning, but it was too late by then. Who are your mates?
Jonas, Freddy, this is Rodan, Marissa, and the half-orc is Garth. Did anybody else survive? And what's been going on?
Hans, Jamie, and Robert, but that's about it. Everyone else is gone. It's a real shame about your boat. Guess mine's the fastest now.
A bit more of a shame about the other people, though.
Well, it won't happen again. We've got some of the army here now.
The army's been fighting back, has it?
No, from what they said, I think they got wiped out. The lot here escaped, so now we've got some decent protection, and they brought a load of supplies.
Escaped or ran away?
Don't matter. They're here now, and they're all right by us. We just do a bit of fishing, and they trade some of their wine with us. They even caught a witch sneaking around the other day. That's why we're building a fire. We're gonna have us a witch roast later.
Was the witch something to do with the undead?
Buggered if I know, but they're all the same anyway. Bloody magic nonsense. Look at all the trouble it's caused.
But what if she's innocent? You can't just burn somebody for being able to do magic.
Really? Who says? Oh, let me see, little Miss Know-It-All does. I don't listen to 15-year-old brats, so watch your step, Zara. You're not too big to go over my knee and get a good thrashing. Someone should have done it to her years ago. Stop her thinking she's some sort of fisherman. Women stay on the land. That's how it's always been.
Who says? Some 30-year-old brat?
You're not too big to go over my knee, and if you touch so much as a hair on her head, you will quickly discover that. Oh, listen to the big tough orc. You're a visitor here, and this is our village, so watch your step.
They're not visitors, they're my guests, and I have just as much right here as you do.
Wake up, Zara. Your parents are gone, probably eaten by zombies. You're nothing but a little kid, so respect your elders and shut up.
Don't talk about my parents like that, you bastard. Well, that's a really nice welcome home, isn't it? Shall we leave them to their fire-making before this gets out of hand?
I think we should, but maybe go and see this witch too, as there should be some sort of trial, and anybody from the army knows that.
Fair enough. All right then, Jonas. Where are these army friends of yours? We might be able to trade some things.
They've set up themselves in the big house.
Thanks.
Looks like little Zara gets to go and talk with the grown-ups in the big house now, does she? Why don't you stay down here, sing one of your crappy songs, and cook us some stew instead?
Because she's with us, and that's just how it is. It's all right, Zara. They're stupid idiots. Don't listen to them. But you heard what they said. They're just jealous. But about this 15 thing... Sorry, but it is nearly 17, isn't it? I guess it's close enough now. Thanks, Rodan. Shall we go to the big house? I'm not allowed to say, am I? You can, just this once. I'm not in the mood. To the big house it is, then. Come on. Alright. Let's see, we had a journal update. Apparently some men from the army are in Zara's village and up at the big house. You should pay them a visit. Alright, these guys say anything else?
You're gonna help us build this or bugger off?
And Freddy.
Haven't you got somewhere to go? Or has Zara changed your mind about that stew?
Oh, there's a container here. What's in here? A barrel of oil. Improved alchemist fire. Let's grab that stuff. We can pass that off.
Yeah?
To Garth. Let's hotkey that.
Sure.
Alright, and let's see, we got Hans over here. Let's talk to him before we go up to the big house.
Some hope just returned.
What do you mean? Rodan, meet Hans. My father worked on his boat when he was little. Hans, these are my friends, Rodan, Marissa, and Garth. Good to meet you, Hans.
Bad times, eh?
Yes, you could say that.
Pleased to meet you. Look after little Zara.
Don't worry, we will.
Sorry for your loss, girl. Don't stay here now.
I don't think we'll be here long. Will we, Zara? I doubt it.
Good. It's not the same. It's getting worse. Think I'll go live on my boat soon.
I've got a boat, Hans. Don't tell anyone.
I never say much anyway, girl. Good luck to you all.
Good luck to you too, Hans. Okay. He didn't have too much to say.
Want some fish stew?
Let's see. Let's go back this way. And let's go see if there's something up with this bench, since it looks like we can use it. Now's not really the time to sit around. Huh. Alright. We'll leave that alone. Let's see. I don't see anything else back here.
Yep.
Alright, and it looks like we're stuck. Alright, let's come back this way. Come on. Crazy ass pathing! Alright, it's going to be interesting to see what's up in here. Alright, the door's locked. I'm guessing that soldier will let us in. Let's go see what he's got to say. What do you want? My friend is from here, and we thought we might be able to do a bit of trading. Which one's from here? The orc? The girl? Or the... You brought her here for the fighting, have you? What do you mean? The zombie fighting? We're down to our last two now. Damn. I don't understand. Do we get to fight zombies or something like that? No, the zombies fight each other, you idiot. So, is that why you've got that thing with you? What thing? My dear man, are you suggesting that I'm a zombie? Can you believe it? I think I actually thought that you were. You wait until you get back home to Tamblonia. They'll have a good laugh about that, I'm sure. Yes, I'm sure they will. Maybe I should start practicing a wobbly walk now, just to add to the effect at parties. What's your name, soldier?
I'm David. I think there's been a misunderstanding. I thought that...
That's all right. I admit that Tamlonians do look a bit different.
Yeah, I'd heard that. I just never met one, that's all.
Yeah. Don't worry. It's quite nice to have a bit of a laugh in these troubled times. It is indeed. So, can we come in and trade or see this zombie fighting?
Go on, then in you go.
Thanks, David. I'm Marissa, and I dare say I'll see you later.
Yes, I think I'd like that, Miss Marissa. I can show you all that this place has to offer. Properly, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, right. It's definitely come on time, isn't it? In more ways than one. Yeah. Alright, he say anything else?
I'll be off duty soon.
Alright, in we go. The big house. Ooh, wow, there's a lot of folks in here. Oh, that must be the fighting zombies, huh? Jawbone and helmet. A soldier. Jamie and Robert. Oh, those other two guys that survived, supposedly, that Zara was talking about. Let's see who else we have in here. A bunch of soldiers. And who's this? Sarge. He must be the leader. And there's some containers back here, too. And a human. Let's talk to this guy first. I'm going off taverns rapidly, if that's what this is.
I don't think it is. By the looks of things, it's just had a bit of a conversion.
A bit? This was tidy before, all organized and... They're cooking on a fire in here. What's happened?
Some sort of thing that's happened everywhere, I guess. These men are soldiers, and should know discipline and order. They should not behave in this way. I don't think they're the best of troops. They probably just ran off when the fighting started. I know I disobeyed orders, but I did not run off. That is very bad, and why deserters are killed.
So, Mr. Paladin, are you up for some swift justice?
Hang on a minute, you two. Don't go starting a bloodbath. There is the matter of some trading, a witch trial, that sort of thing.
Can we just throw them out and not kill them? Then again, they'd probably just come back again.
You're at it now, Zara? What is this?
It's them not respecting my home. That's what it is. We used to come in here sometimes to play, and it was always very clean. This is all that stands of my village, and they're wrecking it.
We'll have to see what they're like first before passing judgment.
All right, I agree. Come on, let's go see.
Good. All right, let's see. The human. Have a word with Sarge at the bar if you want something. All right, let's talk to these soldiers. Any trouble and we'll burn you too. Damn. All right, there's a way up too here. Piss off, I'm busy.
What's with the weird bitch?
Damn. All right, let's talk to Sarge next. Who are you, and what are you doing in here? I'm Rodan, and my friend Zara is from this village, so we came to see what happened. Wiped out like everything else, that's what. And don't expect no special treatment because she's a local.
If we didn't expect no special treatment, we must get some then. That's what you said, isn't it?
Take it easy. What? Well, Zara, you're an ugly-looking thing. What are you, the local hag? Shut the fuck up. Damn.
I'm Zara, she's Marissa, and she's from a far-off land, so should be treated with respect.
Oh, so now a kid's having a go at me. You lot are walking on very thin ice. What about you, Orc? You want to grunt something? No, I don't expect any special treatment, but would be interested in hearing about what happened to your unit.
Yes, I think they've all got a bit overexcited.
Fine, so now we have a reasonable Orc. Wonders will never cease, and it looks like the man of the operation's got the brains to know when to behave, unlike the women, as usual. Damn. Whatever. Shall we start again? Is there anywhere that we can trade some things? I'll trade anything you've got for beer, wine, or food, but we haven't got any weapons or anything like that. See the cook if you want. He's got a load of potions, but that's about it. Fair enough. How come you all finished up in here? Were some of you from this place? Well, after everything went mad, we figured the coast had to be the best bet and stumbled upon this place. It's not too bad. They had a whole heap of supplies, and I figure we'll base ourselves here now. Were you all from the city? We were, until an army of the dead marched in, and we left. We weren't sticking around for that shit. Has the city completely fallen? Can't see it lasting long. Just avoid the place. Find yourself somewhere a bit safe and grab whatever you can when you can. Make the most of it. You don't seem too bothered. Look around you. We're all alive. Nobody's giving us orders. We've got a roof over our heads, fish in the sea, and we've picked up enough stuff on the way to last for weeks. It don't get much better than that. But wasn't there a witch snooping around here? Yeah, but she'll be warming up soon. Caught her just outside the village. Do you think she was one of the ones creating the undead? Don't know. Don't care. Snooty big-eared elf bitch has got it coming to her. We'll all be better off without her type around. Is that the elf part or the witch? Both. Where have the elves gone anyway? Where are all those master bowmen when you need them? Somebody told me they buggered off when the shit started, and I believe him. Never liked the little sods anyways. But surely you ran off too. I thought you knew your place. Now shut it, orc.
Damn. Are elf ears really that big? I've never seen one before, and would be really grateful if we could see her, if you know what I mean.
In that case, the captain's got her upstairs. Go and have a look if you want. I hope you don't feed her to Slasher, 'cause we've all been looking forward to seeing a burning.
Nice. Who's Slasher?
Best zombie fighter we've got, but you won't be able to see him in action now. He just had a fight, so needs a rest. Sid's got a couple lined up at the moment. Have a word with him if you fancy a bet.
Thanks, we might just do that.
Remember, this is our place now, not hers. You mess up, we'll be lining you up with some zombies. Understand?
Yes, we understand.
Huh.
He said he'd trade. Let's talk to him again.
What now? I don't think I'm in the mood for your questioning, so piss off.
Okay. Okay, his name changed to Cook now. Supposedly he's got potions. You know what? Let's talk to him real quick. What are you after? Apparently you've got some potions to trade. I have, as it happens, but nothing to sort out your ugly mate's face. I got them off a merchant after he got eaten. Maybe that's a little bit too much information. Why are you cooking like that in here? Shouldn't campfires be outside, you know, in camps? Because we haven't got an oven. Happy now, missy? The only working thing in here is the still. Pretty good of the locals to leave it for us, wasn't it? I'm one of the locals. No, you're a silly little girl, and I don't care if you're from here. So, do you want some potions or not? Either way, I'm not bothered. I guess we might as well have a look while we're here. Alright, yeah, hopefully we can download a lot of this junk that we have. Yep, he's got all the standard potions, but nothing else. Let's see, will he buy things? Yep. Alright, this might take a little bit. Yeah, I got a lot of junk to go through.
What do you need?
I'll be back in a moment. Right, all done doing a bunch of selling. Sold quite a bit of stuff. Ended up with over 14,000, close to 15,000 in gold. I did not buy any more potions, though. I don't think we need any. So far, I think we're doing fine. Alright, let's continue talking to the rest of the people in here. Let's see if these soldiers know anything. How do you travel with an orc? They stink. Damn. I won a couple of hundred today on the zombies. Had to pay off my tab, though. Alright, and more soldiers. You like orcs, do you? Can't stand them myself. Are you sleeping with that? Alright, we got Jamie and Robert here. Let's talk to these guys. Jamie. What are you doing in here, Zara? And who are this lot with you? Good to see you're alive too, Jamie. Thanks for the concern. Sorry. Shame about your boat, wasn't it? I give up. Come on. Can't argue with that. Okay. He doesn't have much to say either, huh? Let's talk to Robert then. Hello, Zara. It's good to see you. I thought you were dead. Nearly, but these three saved me. Robert, this is Rodan, Marissa, and Garth. And as you can see, we're all alive and fighting fit. I wouldn't dream of traveling with dead people. We never saw any of them, apart from the ones in here, of course. I lost 200 gold today, so I'll be back off fishing later, which is fine by me. It's probably safer on the sea. It's certainly cheaper. Anyway, it's good to see you, and take care. You know, there'll always be a place on my boat for you if you want it. Not at the moment, thanks, and don't worry, I'll be careful. You know me. That's why I said it. Don't worry, she'll be fine. Alright. Alright, they don't have anything else to say. Sid! That's the guy controlling the zombie fights, huh? Let's talk to him. If you'd got here earlier, you'd have seen the best fight ever. The captain's champion took down 2 at once. Are we talking about zombie fighting? Of course. Are you up for a bit of a wager? How does it work? You're not, are you? I just wondered about it, that's all. You know what? Until she opened her mouth, I thought you'd brought in a challenger. Sorry, miss, but you do look like one of them. Are you all right? She's from Tamlonia. They don't get a lot of sun there. Don't get any by the looks of things. Go sit on the beach for a while. You look horrible. So about that wager, there's one fight left to go. How about it? How come they're not fighting you or each other now? When we grab 'em, we knock 'em out. We keep them a bit stunned with the odd beating now and then, or with choking powder. But as soon as we start putting blood on 'em, they wake up and go for each other. How'd you discover this new sport? Tied a couple up one night for fun. I put a bit of meat on one's back so he couldn't reach it, and the other one went for him. We let 'em loose and watched 'em tear each other to pieces. We've been rounding up strays ever since. You've never had any issues or problems? Sometimes we have to kill 'em if they get out of hand. Old Jawbone in here was a bit bitey, so we removed his jaw with an axe, and he stopped after that. Not a bad fighter, but Helmet's pretty good too, so it'll be a close one. And the betting? 100 gold per bet. Your zombie wins, you double your money. What do you say? Are you in? I'll have to think about it. Maybe later. I'm still waiting for a few bets. You just go count your coins and let me know in a bit. I might do that. See you later. Huh. Damn. Oh, they got some stuff back here. I wonder if we can get into that without them going crazy. Yeah, we can't talk to the zombies. Let's see what's... Oh, we can't get back there anyways. Yeah, it won't let us get back there. Let's see. Sid, say anything else? You want to have a bet, do you? Hell with it. Let's do it. I don't see why not. 100 gold it is. You don't see why not? I had a woman like that once. Nothing worse than a complaining bitch thinking she controls all your money, and yours is ugly too. So who are you going to bet on, Helmet or Jawbone? Damn. Oh boy. A zombie gladiator. Another gladiator. Let's go with 100 on Helmet. Could be a close one. We'll smear them up a bit with blood and get it started now. All the bets are in. And if I win? Like I said, double your money. The odds are even because these two are pretty similar. Looks like they're ready to go now. Sit back and enjoy the fight. Sounds good. Alright, yeah, we just lost 100 gold. Let's see, we got a journal update too. You have decided to gamble on the upcoming zombie fight and chose Helmet to win. Okay. Yeah, they're both barely injured. This might take a while. If this takes forever, I'll speed this up. Damn. Just lost. Yeah, they were both near death. Wow, that took a little bit. So I'm going to cut out a lot of that crap so you don't have to sit here and watch it with me. But, well, we just lost that one. Let's see. Zombie fighting. Jawbone won the fight. If you chose him, go and collect your winnings. Let's see. Does he say anything new? That was a surprise. I thought Jawbone was looking a bit weaker. So did I. Never mind. Alright. Sarge got nothing else to say. And I think we talked to everybody. Yep, okay, this door is open now. And let's see, we are running up on time as well, so let's go ahead and end it here. We'll go up there and check it out in the next episode. We'll see you then, ladies and gentlemen.